I don't know about you guys, but the closer we get to Wild Card Weekend, the more I believe we can get it done. Listen, Tampa Bay's not going to be easy, but stop counting the Eagles out.
This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike. Talking sixes in the bird gang, that's I like. Competition, we ain't scared, yeah, that's what we like. Win or lose, you know we showing up and we gon' fight. You see we strive for the sky every day that go by. And every single week we screaming fly, Eagles fly. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah.
What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. And today we got a lot to get into. But before we do that, Eagle Nation, help your boy out and hit that like button. Subscribe if you are new, and ding that notification bell so you know when these videos drop.
Keep that roots going, baby!
1, 2, 3, roots! Listen, when the Eagles get into a pinch, they're going to have guys like Jason Kelsey, like Lane Johnson, like Fletch, like McLeod to lean on. And I'm telling you, these young boys, when it comes to Landon Dickerson, Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith, they know what national championships are like. Did you watch Bama versus Georgia, right? The intensity, they felt that. So a playoff game in the first round is not going to be too big. But real quick, I want to get to the main topic of this video, and it is the weather. Yes, the weather, and Tampa Bay is going to play in the hands of the Philadelphia Eagles. Shout out to Fantasy Sports News. Tampa weather forecast calls for rain and wind for the Eagles and Bucks game on Sunday at 1 o'clock. Now, you might be thinking, why would you want rain? You know, that's going to make it harder for Jalen Hurts to throw the ball, blah, 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 blah. Well, what do the Eagles do best? They run the ball. They get busy up front with the offensive line. I'm bigger, I'm stronger, and I'm going to run past you, and we're going to open these lanes for the guys like Jordan Howard, Jalen Hurts, Boston Scott, Miles Sanders, even Kenneth Gainwell, depending on how much he's used. Now, yes, we want to get the ball to Dallas Goedert, Devontae Smith, have Jalen Hurts throw the ball. And I understand that Tampa's third in the NFL against the run, but we are the number one running team. When you do something as good as we do it, sometimes you just got to say, man up. If you can stop me, respect. But another reason is Tom Brady threw for so many yards. He got the most yards passing. He got the highest completion percentage. So they want to throw the ball. Leonard Fournette is banged up. Rojo's not that guy. They want to throw the ball. And with the rain, the wind, Brady's still going to be able to do it. He's used to some bad conditions in New England, but that team ain't, right? Their receivers don't run the same routes, blah, 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 blah. I think Tampa Bay has lost every game this season that there was a little bad weather conditions. Don't quote me on that, but I think they haven't won one. Now, I'm not saying they played too many, but I do know that anytime it could be slippery, sliding, mud, and you gotta be heavy run, it's going to favor the Eagles. It's simply going to favor the Eagles. It might not be that pretty to be in the stands, and shout out to Eagle Nation that's going to be there, but I'm telling you, the Mud Bowl, if we could take the ball out of Brady's hands as much as possible, I'm down. I'm down. And I believe the Eagles will be able to run the ball efficiently, and I still think the play action is going to work. Jalen Hurts is going to get his via the pass, but let's play it smart and do what we do best, and that is run the ball. The Saints were number one, we stumped them. Denver was top 5, we stumped them, right? Just because they rank third against the run don't mean they're going to be able to stop us, especially if we utilize Jalen's leg like we should. And according to Nick Sirianni, he's feeling a lot better. He hasn't ran a lot. He hasn't been asked to be a design runner. But against Tampa, we pulling out all the tricks. And the Eagles, I'm telling you, I feel it, have a chance of advancing. Now, I tweeted this earlier, and this is another big thing. The Philadelphia Eagles are the different team, right? I've been preaching that all week, that they're less talented, we're more talented. I'm not saying we are the better team on paper, because we're not. But week 6, they were exponentially better than us on paper, and somehow it came down to a one possession game. I understand Brady and them took their foot off the gas pedal, but it came down to a one possession game. And if Jannard Avey don't get a taunting penalty, if Brady don't roll out and hit AB on a long third down, we get a shot. And Jalen Hurts was not going to be denied in the fourth quarter. But I said this. Shout out to Gate City and also the Fanatic who talked about how much pressure Jalen Hurts was on, right? The Eagles allowed a 54% pressure rate to the Buccaneers in week 6. People are afraid that they're going to blitz us and pressure us again like that. But hold up. Listen to who we were missing. Lane Johnson and Dallas Goedert didn't play. And although Dallas Goedert, you think of him as one of our best pass catchers, he's also the best tight end blocker we got. We got Jack Stahl. Shout out to Tyree Jackson. He tore his ACL. He won't be here. But Jack Stahl, Richard Rodgers, I mean, they're okay. Dallas Goedert is an underrated blocker, so no Lane, no Dallas in the run game and in the pass game. Jordan Mailata was moved to the right side because there was no Lane, and that played with him. He wasn't that good on the right side. He was banged up as well come week 6. So no Lane, no DG, Mailata on the right, and Andre Dillard on the left. And shout out to LB and everybody who's been saying it. Shaq Barrett was running free multiple times because Andre Dillard is Andre Dillard. So you're talking about the weather being bad. Well, we're not going to drop back that many times. Less pressures. And now you got Pave the Lane, Dallas Goedert, Mailata on the left side, and no Andre Dillard in. This will be a totally different matchup for their D-line versus all offensive line. And I know Brady's the X factor because he's the GOAT and he's the best. And you got to watch out the referees simply because if there's a questionable call, they're going to lean towards Brady. We know this. Every team that plays Brady got to watch their backs because if it's a 50-50 call, it's going to go to Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It just is what it is. Ratings. They want Tom Brady in the playoffs as long as possible. And if the Philadelphia Eagles, the 7th seed, are able to knock out the GOAT and the Bucs, the defending Super Bowl champs, people going to be mad, but we going to be ecstatic. But I'm telling you, besides Tom Brady, it is going to be our offensive line versus their defensive line. I think we can get some things done via the pass when the rain ain't too heavy and the wind ain't picking up. But this is going to be a down and dirty game. And I don't think there's a better team in the NFL to get down and dirty than the Philadelphia Eagles. So, hey, this just might be the perfect setting for this game. Let me know what you think in the comment section about us giving up 54% pressure rate, all these guys being out, the guys coming back, our chances of winning, and do you feel the same way as I do when it comes to the rain and the wind? Or would you want it to be sunny and we just do whatever we need to do, whether it's pass or run? Again, Tom Brady can throw in the conditions, but a wet ball is a wet ball. Pause. Maybe they forced a run. And the Eagles' run defense has been a lot better since the beginning of the season. So if you look at our run defense in its totality, it's still pretty good. But when you look at it in the second half of the season, where we adjusted and changed up what we were doing in the front, it has been pretty dominant. And for everybody to say we played bad quarterbacks the second half, we didn't play bad running backs. Antonio Gibson, Saquon Barkley, Denver got a decent run game. The Lions were okay. The Chargers have Eckler and them guys. So the run defense was tested, and it shored up, and it held its own. Let me know your thoughts. Eagles, Bucks, it's going to rain. Grab your ponchos and head out to Tampa because I know Eagle fans travel. They travel. And you know what rain also does for a flower? It helps the flower grow. Flowers Flowers everywhere. Shout out to everybody who's been rocking with me. Like I said, over 17K. Much love and respect. And until next time, y'all know what time it is. We are out.